Hey there, it's Gary here from MyCRMSIM. Welcome to our on-demand demo. Now, if you're here to find out about SMS and MyCRMSIM, we're going to go through this. I'm going to tell you a little bit about us, who we are, show you a quick demo, and try to answer some of the questions that we get asked regularly so that you can walk away from here understanding what it is, how we work, and get your first account set up and start sending messages straight away. And if you stay to the end, we've got a pretty sweet deal for you where you can get 50% off of your first number to get set up with us. So with that, we're going to run through here. I'm going to tell you a little bit quickly about me and who we are and how we started and who we actually serve in the community for SMS. So a little bit about me. So my name is Gary. I am the founder of MyCRMSIM. I started in building services about 30 years ago. So anything that you wanted to connect into a building, turn on, off, up or down, and hook that up to a computer, that's what I used to do. I transitioned from that into websites and SEO and had a pretty traditional digital agency background for about 20 years. And I've had about 5 or 6 years now using HighLevel. Now, with that, where we had challenges in our agency was cost. So that's where MyCRMSIM was born. So it's very expensive for us in Australia to send text messages. Anywhere outside of the US, generally cost is a bit of an issue. Now, as we've grown and A2P issues have come in, there's a lot of clients that utilize us now in the US as well. But there's also a lot of countries that can't get a number. So if you're having challenges with either cost, A2P, or you can't get a number, then definitely we are a great solution for you. Now, why MyCRMSIM? Now, it's a really fast setup. It's fixed cost SMS. There's no A2P. It's available to everybody. So essentially, what you do with us is you will take a device, so like this phone here, and then you can get that connected up through our connection to your HighLevel account and send messages through here instead of using Twilio. And I want to make it as simple as possible for you, and that all you have to do is think about this as becoming your SMS modem. Much like your Wi-Fi router or your internet router in your house, this will be your Wi-Fi or your SMS modem, I beg your pardon. So all your SMS messages will go through here instead of using Twilio. And it's as simple as that. And we make that really easy for you to do with our connection and our system. So a little bit about us. So MyCRMSIM, why us, or what are we? So we've been going for about a year and a half now. We have well over 500 active agencies using accounts with us. That's thousands of end users as well, by the way. So we only work for agencies. They connect their end users to us. We've sent well over 10 million messages. We have SMS integration, iMessage integration, WhatsApp integration. We have multi-SIM, multi-device integration. So what that means is that you can attach as many devices as you want into your sub-accounts so that you can give different people different numbers, or just expand the volume of the messages that you send as well if you want to. Now, I won't take any time really from you on here. You can go and check this out on our website. We have many testimonials, case studies. We're endorsed by some of the biggest names in the GHL community. So please do go check out our website. You can read the case studies, read the testimonials. We have plenty of experience with helping agencies. So rest assured you're in good hands when you come to us, because we've built the platform that we wanted, and we want to make sure that we give you the service that we would want as an agency as well. So with that, let's jump into it and let's do a quick demo. So I'm going to come over here to HighLevel. Now in here, what I'm going to do a demo just to show you how iMessage works in this one. Now, like I said, we've got SMS, WhatsApp, and iMessage. I'm going to do a quick demo with iMessage. So I've got one iPhone here and another iPhone here, and I'm going to send messages from this iPhone over to this one through my HighLevel account. So if I go in here, and I will just say test to phone 2. So that's going to fire off of this phone here. I can see that one just going on here. All right, now that has just arrived at this phone here, which you may or may not be able to have seen there. And I'll just say received. Okay, and we'll give that a second. And there we go, and that's come in there. So that's hit this phone, and then that has come into HighLevel. So that's as simple as it is, really, guys. With our connections, we've got tons of video tutorials set up, everything like that. that's as easy as it is. You've just got this phone here and it will send out the messages through there. I'm going to show you something that's pretty cool though, just with that phone that I've got there. So also, if I, oh, okay, sorry, I just had to get the iPhone up. I closed the app instead of dragging it onto my screen, so I just had to reopen that. So this is the phone here that I was sending messages from, okay? So you can see here, I sent this message from HighLevel, it appears on the phone. I replied from the other phone, it appears on this phone. Now, what I'm going to do is something that's quite cool. I'm just going to use this phone a second, and I will type a message off this phone, and I will say test from phone. Okay, so I'm just sending that on here, and if I close this off, I can connect back on here. And see that message there? So I sent that directly from the phone, and that has synced straight into my HighLevel. So we've got proper two-way syncing. Everything goes through the phone, through your messages, and that works all through your conversations, through your workflows. Everything will work as per Twilio. Now, one question we do get asked all the time about this, so particularly for iMessage and iPhone, what happens if we were to send that to an Android phone? It doesn't matter. What it will do, it will actually send as an SMS as a backup. So it will default to SMS if the phone that it's sending to is not an iPhone. So you don't need to worry about that. It will still get that message out there. It's not just blocked to iMessage. Okay. So that's just a quick demo of that. If we dive into our platform, okay, so this is our dashboard. So once you get an account with us, you will get a login to our dashboard. It will look something like this. Now, this has obviously got a few messages in here. Yours will be blank. I won't go through the exact steps here because I want to keep this short for you guys. If you really want to dive in and see exactly how everything connects for every different system, by all means, feel free to go into our support section here. So it's support.mycrmsim. You can go in here. We've got install instructions for everything. You can go through there. We have real live agents on here as well. So you can go here, you can chat. We have a live chat on here, so we have actual real support on here. These are not bots, these are real humans. They can help you guide you through any questions as well. You can put in support tickets. We also have an amazing, oh, gone to the wrong one. We also have an amazing Facebook community here. So there's just over 3,000 members at the moment and growing every day. This is a great place to come. We run weekly events as well. So we have weekly events where we do actual live demos, so you can come to a group demo. We have office hours, so you can come to office hours every week as well, where we'll help you out. So absolutely tons and tons of support for you, both through our knowledge base, live chat, ticket system, the Facebook community, the demo calls, open office hours, anything you need, we are here to help you through as well. So if you do have any other questions after this, or you feel like I've missed anything, definitely jump into one of those channels. We can help you through there as well. Now, just going into the dashboard quickly though, I will just show you quickly through here. So we just have an integration. So we are a marketplace app in the HighLevel marketplace. We are, depending on the day, 5th or 6th most downloaded app in the entire world in the HighLevel marketplace. So we have tens of thousands of downloads in the marketplace installed into different sub accounts. So you just go into integration. This account's already connected, but you would just connect through here. It will let you link to your CRM, and it will just connect your CRM to our dashboard. What that will then allow you to do is when you go into the sub account area, is to attach your sub accounts into our dashboard here. And it's as easy as, once you've connected the integration, you go to connect locations, you just toggle on the account that you want to use, and then you confirm that, and that will bring it into our account in here. So you can bring in as few or as many accounts as you want. You can use Twilio in other accounts, you can use us in some accounts, it doesn't really matter. When you do the integration, first of all, we're not taking over anything. We're not forcing you to use us in all your sub accounts. You can just use us in any accounts that you want to. Now, once we've done that, we've brought in some sub accounts in here. You can see here we need to attach either our SIM cards or our iMessage or our WhatsApp. We also have Twilio as well, which I'll just explain briefly. Okay, but I'll quickly just look at the devices for you. Now, in our devices, get me out of the way, you've got Android devices, so you can attach an Android device. So these are all fairly simple. Again, you can go to our support tutorials. We've got knowledge base and docs for all of that stuff for you to go through. But you'll just go in, you'll add a device. This is for the Android devices. You just type this URL in on the phone, and that will download our app onto the phone. Scan the QR code once you've installed the app. That will bring your device in here. You have to set some permissions on the phone. Again, we have all these steps for that. That will bring your device in here, and then you've attached a phone. iMessage is similar. You add a device. You'll click on this to download our gateway. You'll download that onto a Mac. So for our iMessage, you do need a Mac computer and an iPhone. You can run this on a VM Mac if you want, so a virtual cloud device if you want as well. But you do need a Mac. Again, you can look at that, how we run all that through iMessage. But you download a little application that integrates with iMessage on your Mac, and then that integrates with iMessage on your phone. You copy a token, install that. That will connect your device into here as well. WhatsApp, again, quite similar. Add a device, you'll just go to connection. That's going to pop up a QR code. You'll scan the QR code. That will connect your WhatsApp. And then Twilio, which was the last one. Now, Twilio is something we've recently added so that people could use Twilio in your accounts as well as us. Now, I'll explain this in a moment, but the one limitation that I would say to you is with using SIM cards is you can only really go at what I call the speed of thumb, okay? You've got to remember you're going through a SIM card, so you've got to act as though you're typing a message, hitting send, getting a reply, typing a message, hitting send, getting a reply. You cannot just blast messages out. Even though SIM card providers do sell themselves as unlimited SMS, they're all with a fair use policy. If you were to try and just do a text blast out through a SIM card, you will get your number blocked, okay? So that's why we have the Twilio integration. If you need to do blasts, you can add your Twilio account, you can do blasts through there, and then you can use us for other stuff. Now, in saying that, if you want to do database reactivations or reach out, then you can use, we've got a ton of information on this, and I'll show you in a second. We've got snapshots, we've got drip campaigns, we've got workflows, everything there so that you can use this for database reactivations where you're just sending messages out on a drip. So you just need to throttle them through workflows, and then that will work perfectly for you as well. It's just sending out like those mass messages. If you need to send out 500 text messages for a webinar reminder 10 minutes before, that's going to be a challenge for you. But if you need to spread those 500 out over a day through a drip, then you should be okay. All right. So we've done that. We've attached our devices anyway. We've got our devices attached into our account here. We'll pop back to our sub accounts. Now in here, we can see here, I've already got some connected up because it's a demo account that we're using all the time. But in here, I'll attach my Android device in this one. I've got iMessage devices attached in this one. I could connect WhatsApp in there. It's literally once you've connected the device, you'll then just go into your drop downs in here and you'll connect your devices and just attach them to the sub accounts that you want. That's pretty much it from our end. Most of this can be set up and done for your first account within 15 to 30 minutes. That's watching our video tutorials, getting everything done. It's really quite simple. When you know what you're doing, this can be done in 5 minutes or less. The only thing that's left to do once you've done this is go into your HighLevel account. You go into settings and phone system, and in additional settings in here, which I will just refresh because it's running slow. Come on, HighLevel. All right, and then in phone provider, and you just have to select our custom provider. Okay, we have a couple of different custom providers. So if you're just using iMessage, you can use this one. If you're using iMessage, SMS, and WhatsApp all in one account, you'd use this one. So you can combine everything into account. So we've just got a couple of different options in there. Again, when you go through the tutorials, we'll explain in a little bit more depth which one of those you need to pick and why. Okay, that's it. So we are then ready to rock, and exactly as you've seen, when I go to my contacts in here, once I've done all that and connected an account, I can just go through and send my messages through here, which I've already done, but I can just send everything through here as normal. So that's it as far as getting up and running, getting connected. As I've mentioned, it's unlimited from our end. We will allow you to send as many messages as your carrier will allow you to send, but you do need to do that through drip or throttle them out. Now there's a couple of things I'm just going to show you guys through here in our support section. Now, as I've explained, is this really unlimited SMS? Okay, most providers will provide that unlimited SMS plan, but they have their fair use policy that won't allow you to just send out as many messages as possible. Now, or as many messages as you want, I should say. Now, we do try and help you with that. So we have a little bit of rate limiting in our system. So we're not trying to stop you from sending messages, but we do want to protect some of our users and try and make sure that you don't get your SIM cards blocked if possible. So we do have a little bit of throttling in there. If you start sending 2 messages out, we'll try and hold them back for you, because some people don't read the instructions and they try and send them out and get their SIM cards burnt. So we don't want that to happen. Okay. But if you do want to go here, have a little look at the product comparison table. So as I mentioned, we've got SMS, iMessage, and WhatsApp. Now for SMS, the max that you can send on SMS would be up to 1 per minute. Now, much like email, where you need to warm up an email domain, you need to do the same thing with SMS. So you wouldn't go and get a brand new SIM card and start sending 1 message per minute. That would likely get blocked. So you do need to warm them up for a few days. We've got some snapshots, some information on how to get those warmed up as well, and I'll take you through a little bit of that in a moment. Now, iMessage is a little bit different. 50 unique numbers per day that you can send out, 50 new numbers per day. Now, that is an iMessage restriction, not us. 50 is what I would call like a boundary level. If you sent 60 one day, 30 another day, 50 the next day, 55 the next day, 40 the next day, 70 the next day, you're going to be okay. But if you're consistently over and over that 50, then there's a possibility that you could get your iMessage blocked. So we want everybody to stay within those boundaries. If you need more than that, as I've mentioned, you can add multiple devices, add more numbers to your accounts as well. Now, WhatsApp is like SMS, and as in you can get to 1 per minute. Again, you want to have a bit of an age with your WhatsApp account. You don't want to start doing that with a brand new account as well. Now, so what these are really good for, depending on what you're looking at. So SMS is really best for database reactivations and conversational. iMessage, good for conversational and low volume database reactivations. And WhatsApp, good for database reactivations and conversational as well. Now, if you go through here, we have drip campaign templates. We've got a lot of stuff to help you with that. Now, the best place to go when you get started is to this article in here. Now, we will send you this when you get set up. We'll actually send you links to this for our onboarding and to go through these tutorials. Definitely recommend you do that, or join us on our open office hours, or join us in our Facebook community. Any questions in there is the best place to come. If you were to go through this, we want to make sure that you don't burn your SIM cards, okay? So definitely go through here. You want to pick your plan, so pick which one you want, as I just showed you, compare the plans, figure out which one's the right one for you. Choose your hardware, so Android phone or a Mac and an iPhone, or WhatsApp is iPhone and Android phone, it doesn't really matter. We've got some specifications for you, so if you actually go into these, we will go into the specs for you here. So I'll show you the one for iMessage, for example. All right, so the phone that you might need, the Mac device, we would recommend a Mac Mini, or you can use a VM, as I said, if you want. There's VM solutions for you, so you can run that in the cloud and just attach your iPhone to that. We've got some setup examples in here, so there's actually a video example in here. Okay, that's actually, if I get that out of the way, that's actually my desk. That's sitting to the left of me over here. That's my desk with a mini Mac and a couple of iPhones set up. So that's actually set up there with a little UPS and everything. You can go through there. Tells you exactly how to get that set up in there, what the equipment is that you need. So that's a really good little thing to go through in there. So we have all that for the different things. We've got recommended SIM providers, so if you're wondering what plans to buy, we have compiled lists from our users that you can go and check out. We've got our install guides, so as I mentioned, I'm not going to go through all of these in depth here, but by all means go and check these out. We've broken these down into nice little short video tutorials for you, actually step-by-step guides, so everything is in here for you so that you can go through and get set up. Honestly guys, once you know how to do this, it takes you 5 minutes. It's really not that hard. We've just tried to outline it step by step for you, and it's like anything, riding a bike, driving a car, challenging for the first time. Once you've done it a couple of times, very, very easy. We've got some troubleshooting as well, so obviously if you haven't set permissions correctly, you need to make sure that works, so we've got troubleshooting steps for you. We've got warm-up guides for your SIMs. So as I mentioned, if you want to send out more messages, warming up your SIMs is important because you need a good, healthy sending reputation, okay? You can't just be blasting out messages all one way, not getting anything back. There's a lot of stuff that will help you to build your reputation and make sure that your messages get delivered and get replied to as well. And we want to do everything that we can to help make sure that you get successful SMS campaigns. So please, do not just get an account, set it up, and just go and blast out some messages. You will probably burn your SIM cards, and we don't want that. We want you to get results. You can go through and validate your lists, install our snapshots. If you check these out, we've got an overview of all our snapshots. We've got drip campaigns, a voicemail drop set up. We've got how to add a landline as well, verified caller ID. So this is pretty important here, okay? We get asked this a lot. How can you make phone calls? Now, we are a text-only platform. There is no call API into HighLevel, so it's not possible to do the calls through the phones yet. We're trying to figure out a way to do that, and I'm sure that we will get that built into our platform in the near future, but right now, that's not an option. If you do want to do that, we've got instructions, though, on how you can actually use Twilio or Lead Connector to make the calls. So in simple terms, you just purchase a landline number from Lead Connector and put that into your HighLevel account, and then you can set up something called Verified Caller ID. So if I go to this one here, and again, you guys can check out the tutorials on this. Go to Verified Caller ID, and you simply go through and you verify the number of your mobile device you're sending the text from to your HighLevel account, and then you use that number as the caller ID. So when you ring from HighLevel from your landline number, it will actually display the mobile number when you're calling out, which is great for continuity to people on the other end, okay? If you want to get those calls back into HighLevel, you simply divert the mobile number to your landline number in HighLevel, and then all the calls will come into and go out of HighLevel, and nobody will be any the wiser. So that's a pretty cool thing that you can do. So just going back through here, we've got advanced AI messaging, so we've got snapshots here that will make sure that you make custom messages for people as you send them out as well. Now, when you go through this, please do use our, if you're doing a database reactivation, use our snapshots, make sure you follow our process, make sure you use drip, use the little wait steps, use variations on your messages, don't put links in your first message, don't put stop to opt out, ask permission in a natural human tone, use varied messages in your content to avoid spam filters. Now we have some great stuff here for that. So we've got snapshots, unsubscribe handling. You can create conversational SMS. So if I go to this, we have a custom GPT for you as well. So again, more training on that for you in here. And this is all in our training, in our knowledge base, and also in our customer support portal for you as well. But there's a little GPT that we've created for everybody in here. And this will help you to write whatever messages you want. And this has been trained to try and avoid any trigger keywords, to use natural language, be conversational, ask permission. So this will help you to write any database reactivation messages or follow-up type messages. And you'll just go through this. I won't do the whole thing here, but I'll say I want to do a DBR. And it will just ask you some questions, and it will go through step by step, and it will create your campaign for you. So you'll actually be able to write really good conversational SMS messages. This is obviously going a little bit slow because I'm recording and streaming the video uploading at the same time, but you'll be able to create your messages and your campaigns really quickly using best practice. So definitely check that out through our message buddy in there. Okay, once you've done that, set up your chatbot. So if you're using MyCRMBot, so we do provide free chatbots for you, install that, the relevant snapshots. So we've got snapshots and the MyCRMBot for you in there. We've got done for you prompts. So we've got everything for you in there. And once you're ready to go, start your DBR campaign. So if you want to start and do database reactivation, get started doing that. Publish it. Start slow, one message every 5 to 7 minutes, then increase gradually. Max rates, SMS and WhatsApp, as I mentioned before, one message a minute. iMessage, max 50 contacts a day. Okay. Once you've messaged those people, if they've replied, you can send as many messages back and forth to those iMessage contacts as you want, but only 50 new contacts per day. They reply, you can keep sending messages to them, but you can't just keep sending out messages over and over again to new contacts if they haven't replied. Okay. Once you're ready to scale, you can add multiple SIMs to your account, so you can add more messages. If you want to send out 5,000 messages a day, just add more SIM cards. If you need to send out more iMessages, add more iMessage accounts. You've got a sales team and you want everybody to have a number, add a number for everybody. You can do all of that stuff through there. Okay, so we've got instructions again through here on how to manage all of that stuff, how to add multiple SIMs, how to add multiple devices for iMessage, add multiple devices for WhatsApp. Everything is through there for you. And again, if you get stuck anywhere, you need any help, reach out to the live chat, reach out in our community, reach out through our support ticket system, come to open office hours. We'll always help you out through there. But we really do have some great instructions and help for you in here. So you should be great to get going through there. All right. So I think I've covered all the questions that we do generally get asked. Again, if you've got anything, feel free to come to one of the group demos if you're not clear on anything there. If you're ready to get started, we have a great deal for you. So if you would like to get started, you can use the following codes. So to get 50% off your first month, use one of these codes. So if you want an SMS plan, so Android plan, green bubbles, use the code 1month50SMS at the checkout. That will save you 50% off of your first account for the first month. For iMessage or WhatsApp, it should be iMessage or WhatsApp or iMessage and WhatsApp, use the code 1month50IMWA, and that will get you 50% off of your iMessage or WhatsApp first numbers to get you started. So hopefully we've got some questions for you answered for you there. We look forward to seeing you in the near future.